Hey moms, it's Jamie back again with Simply Living It. Today I am bringing a video to you guys that is all about Gather Round Homeschool Curriculum by Rebecca Spooner. Now, some of you may have heard of this before, some of you may not have, and there are a lot of questions regarding this homeschool curriculum, so I wanted to bring a video to you answering some of the questions that I have been asked personally. Some of them have been asked here on YouTube when I've uploaded other Gather Round Homeschool videos in the past, or I have been reached out also privately. Now guys, I want to remind you, I am by no means an expert. I am a homeschooling mom of 3 boys. I've been homeschooling them all the way through. We have tried all different kinds of curriculum, all different styles of curriculum, from Abeka to ACE to teaching textbooks to all about reading, all about spelling, the list goes on. I've tried so many different things. So I did already purchase our curriculum for the 2019-2020 school year when Gather Round was released. So that's something that I'm going to address a little bit. First thing, Gather Round Homeschool Curriculum, the unit studies. If you want a look inside of those, go check out Homeschool On here on YouTube. Rebecca Spooner is the author, the creator, everything with her team behind Gather Round Homeschool Unit Studies. She has a YouTube channel. Here, you can find her at Homeschool On. That's where I'm going to send you guys, because I can give you look insides, I can give you flip throughs, I can say whatever I want to say, but I'm telling you, if you go straight to the source, you're going to get so much more info than what I have. What I want to share with you today is my experience and how it works in our home. So on the front of the Gather Round Homeschool Curriculum being too expensive, it is spendy if you order the print option. And since we were mid-school year here in our home, I had already purchased all of our master book stuff for the year, so there was no way I could afford to order all the print versions for our family. So what I did is I purchased the digital unit. So that was, I think, $49.95. Now with the digital unit, guys, you get every single level plus the teacher's guide. So the only catch with this is you need to print it out yourself. And you need to find a way to store it, whether that be in 3-ring binders, which is what we do here in our home. Each of my boys has a 3-ring binder that they know is their Gather Round stuff. And then I have a teacher's guide 3-ring binder as well that has all of my stuff inside of it. I tried the clipboard thing for our Christmas unit study, and that just stressed me out. So I definitely like the 3-ring binder method for our home. For me, I think the cost also, I think some people stress out when they look at the cost, because if you think essentially it's, a 1 month, if it's 20 lessons, 1 month worth of homeschooling, and you times that by however months you homeschool, it can get expensive. For us, we've honestly drug them out a little bit longer than 1 month. We have not completed a single unit within 1 month, except for the Gather Round Homeschool Christmas unit study, which was amazing. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit more in case you didn't quite understand how it works. If you want the printed option, it is pretty expensive. I think it's like $1,500 for my family to have the books all printed and shipped to us for the levels that we need, which is spendy. And I agree 110%. After already having purchased our curriculum for the school year, there's no way I could add that on. Do I think it's worth it? Yes. But can I afford it? No. So that is why we opt for the print version or the PDF version. I download it here at my house. I print everything out. So when it comes to Gather Round Homeschool Curriculum, there is a lot of conversation going on with the price. Now, if I was to have everything printed and shipped to me, yes, it would be very spendy. It is created and shipped from Canada, so it would be very spendy. We opted to do the PDF version in our home. So I get whatever unit study I want to work on. I have a file sent to me. It's very easy to download and to print. I have an HP Instant Ink printer, and so I just get the ink cartridges when I need them and refill my ink. It's been something that's been very affordable to do here in our home, and it's worked well for us so far. So I don't have any complaints on that front. I've never run out of ink mid-print. It's my first time ever using an instant ink printer, and it's pretty handy. Actually, I still haven't even had to pay for ink. When I bought the printer, I got a $20 gift card and I think 3 months free of instant ink. So I have yet to have to pay for a single cartridge that I have. So that is a win. If you buy a new printer, you get free ink. So it works out well. I needed it anyway for business related stuff. So anyhow, back to that. As far as the price goes, if you are on the fence about it, try the sample. She does have samples that you can download on her website. You're able to download them and go through it with your kids and kind of get a feel of what you think and how things look and how you think it'll work in your home. Also kind of pick different levels that you want where you think your kids will fit. So in regards to, is it enough? That is the golden question, right? And I do not have a perfect answer for that, guys, because I am one person. We are just one family in the whole realm of all these gather around homeschool curriculum families. And my opinion is yes. And this is why. Because we are still doing master books, guys. We started master books in August. It's my first year using master books. I still love master books. I have nothing against them whatsoever. I love master books. But gather around, the idea of the unit study approach is what drew me in. And I've always wanted to do unit studies, but I've never been brave enough to do them on my own. Never. I feel like I would be missing something. So she has created something that my heart has always longed for in our homeschool. Now, is it enough? This is why I say yes. We're doing master books and we're doing gather round. So let's take today, for instance, okay? We sit down and we do our language lessons for living education. It's pretty quick. We can run through it pretty quickly. I love how Bible-centered it is. It's amazing. I love it, love it, love it. So we sit down, we do our language lessons, which we start working through stories, plots, paragraphs, topic sentences. Then we finish those lessons. We roll over right into our gather around homeschool curriculum. Oddly enough, we're going right through the same thing that we just went through in our master books language lessons. So there's the same stuff. We're covering the exact same stuff, guys. Now, as far as spelling lists, if you want to incorporate spelling lists, go for it. Any of that kind of stuff that's extra that you want to add. But as far as the basics, I very definitely think that it is enough. And I'm seeing a lot of things that are correlating between the two, where we'll go through one day and write a story in master books and have some creative writing. And then also in our gather around homeschool curriculum, we're doing free writing as well. So I'm having to pick and choose which free writing lesson I want to work through if we do them both on the same day, because otherwise my kids are like, there's so much writing, can we be done? And I agree with them completely. We spend a lot of time doing some free writing if I was to use both of them at the same time. So this is probably getting kind of confusing and rambling. Now, I want to explain what I'm talking about when I say the days we double up. So on a day like today, we had all the time in the world to just sit and work together as a family and get our schoolwork done. So we did go ahead and do language lessons for master books, and we did gather around our Asia unit study as well. I did do both because time allowed. And language lessons for living education, they're pretty quick lessons, guys. It doesn't take all that much time at all. But if I do double up and we do both, it definitely does add to our day. It adds to the workload for the kids. It makes things drag on a little bit more. And then I'm, instead of doing the writing lesson in Gather Around Homeschool, we're doing it in master books. So I need to plan a little bit better if I'm going to double up and decide what I want to do for each particular day instead of omitting one or the other. Because if I was to pick and choose, I would most likely choose the free writing in Gather Around. So that's how I use both. If you do want to supplement, I think it's totally doable. It just depends on what you want your homeschool to look like. Now for us, doubling up on master books and Gather Around every single day is not what I want to do. It's too much. It's too time consuming for me. For the boys, there's a lot of repeat stuff that we're doing. And so that's my opinion on doubling up, on adding extras. We do have our free reading. We have our math that we work through. We are part of a co-op. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know that. So we do a lot of science at co-op. We do a lot of history at co-op, art, hands-on projects, stuff like that. That gets done at co-op. So what I love about Gather Round is we can sit and my kids are like, hey, well, what does this snake look like? We can pull up the picture of this snake. This curriculum allows time for rabbit trails. So if I want to pull up a video real quick and let's learn a little bit more about a viper, or let's learn more about the Asian elephants, or whatever it might be, we have time to do that. The beautiful thing is they are asking me questions about it. It's not dreary and boring, and they're so engaged and they're asking questions, which I love because we've never had that. It's not your typical, how do I do this math problem thing? It's like, we want to learn more about this, Mom. How do we do this? I love that my kids are wanting to learn, that they're asking me questions, that they're interested in it, because that's something we have yet to have when it comes to our homeschool journey. And I've been doing this for 7 years. So this Gather Around Homeschool Unit Studies. These are something my heart has longed for forever. And I cannot tell you how excited I am for her oceans unit study. I don't know why, guys. I've wanted to study oceans forever. And that's probably the one we're going to be moving to next after we finish Asia. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to give the boys the option, but my heart is just on fire for her oceans unit study. So I'm excited to see when we decide to do that, if that'll be February or we'll see. I'll be sure and keep you guys updated on that though, as you know. Let's see. I do feel that the Gather Around Homeschool curriculum is adaptable for any budget, guys. I really do. It's $49.95 for one unit study. You can pick a unit study, print out whatever you need, however many lessons you need. I've even seen where moms will do the teacher's guide on their smart TV or on their computer so their kids can see the graphics. That's something that I've seen be very popular, and it's also cheaper because you don't have to print out the teacher's guide. I have not done that myself, but I have seen other moms do that. Now, if you're unaware, Gather Around Homeschool Curriculum does have a Facebook page that you can go on and learn a little bit more about. There are a lot of moms answering questions in that homeschool group, and very supportive and encouraging. You can find all sorts of videos that Rebecca Spooner does there as well, and on her homeschool YouTube channel, Homeschool On. I'm just sharing how it works in our home. I do feel that it's enough. I do feel that it's affordable if you do the print option, the print at home option. And I do feel that it is okay to supplement if you want to. I feel that we will continue to do so because we did purchase master books and I don't want to waste that stuff. So we will continue on random days to add in a little bit here and there from master books in hopes of working through those also. I don't know what 2020, 2021 will bring, if we will be supplementing that as well, or if we will just go full in Gather Around. I have no idea. But this is just what is working for us right now. I do think that in every home there is a season, and we are homeschooling families, and as you know, things change, we're able to find things that work in our home for that season, and we adapt and make it work. And then sometimes you have to say goodbye and move on. So I have no idea what the future is gonna hold, and I'm just excited right now for Gather Around, and I wanted to bring this video to you because I have been asked so many questions regarding it. Now, if you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I will be hanging out there like I told you before. I hope this answered some of your questions. The lessons, as far as the lessons go, the time of the lessons, we easily spend an hour, maybe-ish, an hour or two. If that 2 would probably be stretching it. If we spend a lot of time doing extra reading through the book list that she provides, or if we're watching some extra videos and learning through those as well, then of course that's going to add to our time. But it's such a wonderful way to learn where I can sit with my boys, all 3 of them. We're all learning the same exact thing at the same time. We're engaged with each other. We're learning together, and I don't have to teach one and then go on and teach the next and go on and teach the next and just have our days scattered. Instead, we get to all sit together. We get to all learn together. I want to thank you guys for being here. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I greatly appreciate any and all feedback, and I just hope that you enjoy this video and that I answered some of your questions, because I know there are a ton of them out there. And I must say, the learning continues after your day is done. We did a lesson on Cambodia, and it talked about trade and export and clothing that's made in Cambodia. So you can bet that my boys go in their closet and start digging through everything to find out where their clothes are made, to find out where their blankets are made. My son was going to the bathroom and had to tell us where his underwear were made. So I'm just saying, it is beautiful when the lessons continue after your school day is done. So that is homeschool for you right there. That's my heart for homeschool. And I love the Gather Around curriculum and hope that you have some questions answered throughout this video. And I will see you guys in a couple days for my budget-friendly meal ideas. Until then, bye.